Mike wasn't kidding when he said that I had always sort of wanted to go work in the theater. And so what the whole experience of the past, essentially it's been a month, has taught me is the unbelievable power of prayer, but the real need to be more specific. When I prayed that one day I would work for a Broadway producer, this wasn't exactly but the past month has been an absolute whirlwind, and looking around this room, I can't thank you all enough, everyone who came up to me and asked what I was going to do with my apartment. So I just wanted to do a couple of quick thank yous. I wanted to thank Kristen Marting and the whole staff at Here for having us here. I wanted to thank the great co-host, Dorothy, who did the absolute meanest thing anyone has ever done to me, which was the day I emailed her with the news. I said I'll be moving down to DC the week of the 21st. She said, great, you'll be my date at the National Gallery for the opening of the Meyerhoff collection. It's black tie. So my brother's here who watched me run around the new apartment last night trying to find my cufflinks in absolute tears last night. So we'll see how that goes. Mike, I have to thank because I really have spent my entire career essentially following in his footsteps, which is 100% true. And Aggie, who's still hiding in the back, I don't think I'd know anyone in this room if it wasn't for her. So I really owe it to the three of them in so many ways. So thank you so much for having me. So that takes care of about 4 people. So to get to the rest of you, I looked at the RSVPs which were shared with me, and I know that I'd have to go from Bill Aguado to Harvey Zorowski, and I don't want any of you to have to sit through that. But there are a couple key people that I just need to single out. There are some people here, I think they're still here. Heather Hunt, Deborah Menton, Ed Merkel, and Emmett Watson have all known and worked with me since I was 19. So they were there for absolutely the beginning of my career, and I expect them to stick with me the whole way. Patty Lipschitz, who's here. Where are you? Somewhere. There you are. So Kate, Patty's the reason this all happened. She introduced Mike Marketich and Debbie Landisman, I don't know, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, which is the only reason any of this has happened. So thank you, and thank you. My brother Matt is here, our friend Paul Pelosi couldn't be here, and then Kim Watson, and the 3 of them are the only reason I have a home in DC. So thank you guys for all of that. And then I just wanted to say to Susie Takahashi and to the staff of Materials for the Arts, they're off to the IT Theater Awards tonight, where we hope they'll all be winners. So I'm cheering for them down here. So then I just, 2 words about my colleagues. The people, Kate Levin, Margaret Morton, Therese, Shannon, Letty, are the people who sit about 18 inches from me, given Mike Bloomberg's open office seating style. And so they're the ones who for the last 3 years have had to listen to endless conversations, pretty much exclusively about children, old people, and prisons. So I just wanted to thank Sharon Dunn and Paul King for teaching me about children, Karen Resnick and Chris Miller for teaching me about old people, and Kathy Coughlin and Hildy Simmons, who I hope are still here, for teaching me about prisons and some of the wonderful things that can happen in them. And no, that's a serious thing. There are other people here you can talk about other things. But a lot of you in this room actually contributed books to a book club that was started on Rikers Island. Because in the summers, DOE actually doesn't run summer school because it's not what DOE does, and so the kids don't have a lot of stuff to do. So it was actually one of the wardens on Rikers who wanted to start a reading club so the kids had something to do rather than just sit around the TV room all day. That was not program staff, that was not social workers, that wasn't anyone that was hardcore DOC corrections staff. So a lot of people in this room made that possible, so thank you very much. Kate, I struggled a lot with trying to talk about Kate and thank her for everything the last 3 years. And I figured out the thing that she's done that's been absolutely extraordinary about the Department of Cultural Affairs is she's gotten every other agency and every other member of city government to ask themselves with a fair amount of regularity, what about the arts? And so the fact that we work with the Department for the Aging, the fact that the Department of Design and Construction is excited about us, the fact that we have colleagues from OMB here tonight, the fact that everyone throughout the city asks themselves, what about art, I think is probably the single greatest achievement of this administration. And for whatever tiny part I played in that, I thank you, and thank you, Kate, for moving that. so on the one side, we have folks like Hayden Haltis, Nanette Smith, Ali Jaffin, Doug Bernstein, Vicki Metzger, all the other great folks who sort of regularly say to their agencies, what about the arts? And then on the other side, we have Councilmember Recchia, Karen, Shadon, Alderfact, Danielle, Rachel, everyone, Tanya, Shadon, everyone who's here tonight, who also ask themselves and ask their colleagues in City Council, what about the arts? And that's been absolutely wonderful. Councilmember Recchia, I'm hoping at some point in his career, will consider a run for Congress. So I can get him down to DC as well, and then we can keep drinking together. So finally, everyone else in the room, you guys are the people I sort of regularly turn to, because a big secret of me is I don't actually know anything, I just know people. And so, 5 minutes before any meeting, the fact that I can turn to folks, and I'm looking at this list only because I sort of curated it, so I get enough people that no one will be mad at me. But there are folks here like Fran Barrett, Joan Jeffries, Sonia Lopez, Mary McCormick, Ivana Mestrovic, Norma Munn, Alice Quinn, Diane Ragsdale, Hildy Simmons, and I really could keep going on and on from Bill Aguado to Harvey Zarowski. And you're the folks who tell me the things that come out of my mouth 5 minutes later. So thank you for letting me take credit for your thoughts for the last 3 years. And the best part about this whole job is I don't have to let go of any of you because you're all still my taxpayers.